Live from the westernunion.com VIP lounge.
And we are back with the Veronicas. Oh my gosh, we loved you so much.
So good. Give it up.
We love you.
We loved you.
Thank you.
So fun.
I actually heard your single You Ruined Me on the radio while driving to work today, and this is how powerful it is. I'm not even mad at anyone, and it made me go in the index in my head. I'm like, who can I be mad at?
Yes.
Somebody has screwed me over somewhat recently, and this song is for them. I loved it.
So we love to hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes me want to call people and apologize. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, babe. Both great things.
Yeah.
No, that song, yeah, it is just heartbreak. Heartbreak in a song.
Is it hard to write songs like that? Because you're like breaking down the whole time?
It can be. It's sort of like therapy.
It's therapeutic, yeah. I would say it's healing in some ways. Jess and I always say that we do tend to write from our own personal experiences all the time. So it's almost like a form of therapy for us.
Do any of the people you've written about know it's about them?
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
that
Lisa
weird?
literally wrote that song so she could send it to someone. It wasn't even meant to make the album.
Really?
It was just, we have to record this song because she wasn't talking to them at the time and was like, I just want to send this song.
Tell me it started as an angry tweet or like an angry text message, like in the middle of the night on a Saturday.
Twitter, a home for the passive aggressive, I like to say.
Yes.
I'm more of a direct sort of person, so I'd just call someone up or
We're
just send them a
antagonizers.
song.
Yeah, we're not that passive.
Yeah.
We just go straight at it.
140
No,
characters
it's-
isn't enough anyway. Let's be
it's
honest.
It's true. Not for women like us. A whole song will do.
Yes. I love watching your videos. They're fun because you guys are the same on stage and off. You're funny and you kick on each other and it's just cute.
We're horrible people.
It's cute though. I'm an only
you.
child. So what is it like having a sister, let alone an identical twin? Is that hard at times?
Horrible.
It's
no,
intense.
It's not. It's like having your best friend with you all the time, every waking second, all the time. They're there when you wake up and they're there when you go to sleep.
They're there when you shower. They're there when you're trying to speak. They speak over you. It's all about them most of the time.
It's actually fantastic. Obviously, doing this as a career, you get quite lonely. If you were to do it by yourself, I imagine it would get very lonely. There's a lot of long plane rides. There's a lot of driving in cars. There's a lot of, spending time in hotel rooms and things like that. So if we didn't have each other, we're best friends, obviously. So it would be an incredibly lonely place to be. And, we have so much fun together. Even, we've spent our entire lives together, including the womb. We really haven't had any time apart. Death will be our only closure from each other. And put that into perspective
Even
for
then,
you guys.
babe, I don't know.
Even then, we're probably going to follow each other to the
Probably
next
find
life.
each other in the next life.
Can you tell each other anything? Like whatever, like we're at the point where I can tell him how much he's annoying me and he does the same for me and it feels really good.
Oh yeah, there's no sugar.
Can you guys do that?
Yeah.
Sugarcoating.
Oh, yes.
We
brutally honest.
Yeah, we
each
actually
other.
had. In fact, when we got off stage, she just gave me a lecture about talking over her on stage.
Oh, wow.
You spoke over me on stage, and I was like, "No, I just thought your stories were boring."
She said my stories
I
were
don't care
boring.
if my stories are boring. You will not talk over me, and I was like, okay."
Because I've made a real effort to try not talk over you in interviews.
So yes, we don't sugarcoat anything. We have those conversations on the daily.
Now, Lisa, are you the older one or Jess, are you the older one?
We'll have a guess.
Oh God.
Based on personality, I'm calling Lisa the older sister.
Everyone says that. It's me.
Is that not
actually.
correct?
That's not correct.
But tell us the theory behind.
Yeah, how would you even know?
Because she gave it to you off stage. Like,
Yeah.
I don't,
But
I
this
let
is
her
very
be bossy.
no. She's gonna run with that. It's usually the opposite.
Can I just say? Can I point something out? It's become a majority vote that you are the older twin.
Actually,
because
no.
you're
The
more
last
bossy.
time we've yes, maybe the older twin, but we ask who's bossier, and they say you.
No, they say you're the
No,
older
they
twin because you're
don't.
bossier.
No, they don't.
She doesn't like it, but
No,
it used to be
Let's
me,
go, I'll go
and
pull
now
up
we've
two.
switched.
No, I'll go
sides.
pull up 2 other interviews where people have voted you.
Yeah, but was this recently?
Yes, recently.
Oh, okay. Well, we should see those interviews.
Yeah, and
later.
often when we have these fights, who's right and who's wrong?
we should just
I am
go.
right.
I know.
Let's just
Very
go.
rarely are you right, though. But
Do you guys need a referee?
I feel I want to start
probably. One that could grab me and grab her and take us out of the room.
Let's start a reality show called Sibling Rivalry.
Yes.
And just let them go. Now, I notice you guys have your very own distinct styles. Was it a moment where your parents tried to dress you the same when you were younger and you broke out of it, or have they always let you have your individuality?
No, growing up, they did tend to dress us exactly alike, except we had different colors. So,
Okay.
if I was wearing yellow, she was wearing pink. And then we were kind of different in our sort of teen years, I guess. Jess was
like early, like pre-teen years, we were
Yeah.
very different. And then when we got to like 15, 16, we wanted to dress the same because we figured out that we got way more attention if we dressed the same.
Yes.
So being the attention seekers that we were /are, we thought it was a really good tactic.
Did your parents ever get confused as to who was? Do you have, like, Jess? Did you have to get your arm marked or anything like that? Or
I think they left our bracelets on for 3 months when we were babies.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I mean, when we came out of the womb, between naming us and then, you know, couldn't they have just mixed us up? Maybe I was originally meant to be Jess. Do you know what I mean?
They'll never tell you though. They can't.
well, no one
We'll
would
never
ever know.
But
These
a part
are the
of
questions
me,
that haunt us late at night, ladies and
This
gentlemen.
is getting way too deep for me. Way too deep.
I love on your videos. You're obsessed with accents, and we
so
don't think
fun.
we have one, but to you, do
you're
we?
so
you guys have
cute.
very strong accents
Absolutely.
to us. Yeah.
We just think we sound so lame. So
No,
it
you
really
guys-
is an American accent.
you're movie stars. That's what you are to
Oh my
us.
god!
Seriously.
I feel
Really?
so famous.
Yes.
for
All
this.
Americans could pretty much say anything and we would believe you.
Do you
I
guys?
mean, that's basically every government ever, but
Sure. Do you have American accents that you do?
Yes.
Yeah.
So answer the next question in your best American accent.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
from the audience.
Okay.
You guys, we love your clothing line. Love the Veronicas sold in Target stores around Australia.
Oh.
Do you ever intend to expand here in the U.S.?
oh my god.
Oh my God,
What a great
absolutely.
question, you guys.
Wow, thank you
Well-
so much for that question.
Well,
okay,
you
let
know,
me think about that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I really need some water.
Yeah, get me some water. Where's
I
the
just need
water
some
around? Here.
Oh, Lisa, what do
Jazz.
you think? Probably-
Absolutely. We love fashion. So, no, I don't know. That's terrible.
Oh my God, you're
I thought that was
Kardashians.
great.
So good.
No. I like to say, hi, I'm Lisa from California.
That's pretty good.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty much.
A lot of Americans don't use their lower register. You guys sort of use it up higher. So that's why when we go, oh, wow, like really up high like this, because everyone's very enthusiastic. Whereas in Australia, we're very lazy with our accents. We all sort of talk down here. We're like, yeah, mate, that sounds awesome, whatever. We all sort of sound like drunk British people, basically.
Right.
I was trying to learn the Australian. I looked on YouTube last night for like pointers because we always try to do accents.
Yeah.
Mine always meld into the same one every time.
Do
So
you want to give it a go, babe?
a what?
Do you want to give it a go?
Give it a go?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
My Australian accent.
That's
like
well,
that.
hey.
That's what they said. They're not. You don't pronounce the R's at the end or something like that. I
That
don't know.
was pretty good.
Okay, that's all I can do. But in like 2 minutes, it'll be French, and it won't. Then it'll peter out. Then it'll peter out into something that doesn't exist. So it lasts for one sentence.
Very good.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Most people go straight into a British accent when they try to do Aussie.
Yeah. So what is the difference then?
Well, British is very much like this, and it's very pronounced like this, whereas Aussie is just like,
Monotone.
I don't know.
It's very Downton Abbey of you.
Yes.
Sandy can do a pretty decent Russian as well. Let's finish up with this is Red from Orange is the New Black and go.
We are talking to the Veronicas. They are here from Australia. Am I talking right? Is this?
That's excellent.
Okay,
Very
that's all.
good.
This is so
Excellent.
embarrassing.
I love
Let's
that
keep going. I don't even know. That probably wasn't even Russian. By the way, since we are talking about British things, did Zayn leaving One Direction have any effect on you at all? Oh my goodness, the audience must have felt it. I just felt some sadness.
You guys, we're here
yours.
for all of you. I'm really sorry. I think being an artist, you can only sympathize with the situation for everyone at hand. It's like if he wasn't happy anymore, he wanted to move on, then, there's no point in faking it. There's so many artists are sort of caught in these contracts where they have to fake it. And if it was impacting his well-being and his happiness, then it's the best thing that he was able to move on. And, but you're leaving a situation at hand where then there's 4 other people in the band and there's, a brand to protect. And it's a very messy situation. But I think above all, the question that you have to ask yourself is he happier and therefore healthier moving on and doing his own thing? And if the answer is yes, then then that's the most important thing. Then good for him.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so it's just more of like sympathizing with the situation than being heartbroken that he
Although
left the
there
band.
were some hilarious videos to watch because of the heartbroken tweens. We loved them.
I know
We've all been that girl. We've all been that girl.
Oh, totally. Who broke up that I was devastated about?
I mean, for me, it was just Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He was just a one-man show.
Yeah.
So I I don't know.
we still haven't recovered from that. So
Yeah.
You take all the
we
time you need.
sympathize.
Thank
Thank
you,
you. Thanks, babe.
Let's talk about the music for 1 second. So the new single's out. That's awesome. Those songs were amazing. I'm really glad we have a chance to see you guys perform again. And the album is out. And another question from the audience is, when are you going on tour? Because you played last night. This felt like kind of a warm-up because it was the Hotel Utah. But you got a big summer tour coming, right?
We
We
do,
do.
yeah. We're planning dates in June throughout America, actually.
Okay.
That's a very, very new thing that's just happened. We just had that conversation a few days ago. So June, we're looking at booking a bunch of dates through the States, which will be amazing because we just toured Australia and the UK. So now it's time to go through America.
How do you feel about the
Yeah.
Bay Area? Like, are you
Yeah.
coming back?
Yeah,
We love it.
Okay.
We love it
we
here.
love it here. It's beautiful.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, we need some more time here. And we have, so Easter, do you guys celebrate Easter in Australia?
Yes.
Is it the same day? Ours is on Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we are talking about this all week because we're obsessed with candy. It's just, I mean, there's
We've been-
traditions, but let's just get real. We're
We've
all
been
about
talking
the candy.
about the favorite Easter candy. So I thought, well, let's ask the Veronicas. Let's ask Jess and Lisa what their favorite Easter candy
Well, because
is.
here we have the bunny. The bunny was
Right.
just a plain chocolate bunny, right?
Can we get the slide up? So there's a slide
It's like
presentation.
a TED
So that's what
There's
we
the-
supposedly
there's the
eat
chocolate
here.
bunny.
PowerPoint
right?
presentation.
Because I go on Google and I realize there is a
Cute.
bit of a tug of war between the American bunny. This is in Australia. This is actually happening right now. There's a tug of war about what to eat between the American bunny and what is the Australian Bilby.
Yes. As I was saying
How do you
to
not have nightmares? Look at that thing.
He's so
That's what
cute.
yeah.
Who
that's,
eats that?
Is that a
Wow.
bunny? I mean,
I
what
didn't
is-
know that was a thing.
No,
actually.
that's what I was
That's
saying.
what they were saying, yeah.
It's-
We have the chocolate Bilby, babe.
Wow.
It's
Did
a
you not
mar-
know about this?
No, well, I don't really
Here.
eat chocolate anymore, like normal chocolate. I'm like the boy in the bubble. I can't have dairy. And I
Oh,
can't,
oh
yeah.
wow! I'm so sorry.
So
for
I
you.
have to pick the super dark chocolate. Unless they make a dark chocolate Bilby, I'm like
Apparently, I learned the Bilby carries its young in a pouch.
Like a
backwards.
kangaroo.
So,
Backwards
yeah,
pouch
a
because
backwards
they dig.
pouch.
So to avoid the dirt from going into the pouch, it's a backwards pouch.
So it's more of a kangaroo, really, in my.
Kangaroo, yeah. And
It's a long-nosed rat.
It is
basically.
cute in real
here
life.
he is. Here he is. There he is. Right
See,
there.
the chocolate version is scary, but that I would cuddle with
Would
that.
you pet
That's
that?
cute.
Would you pet
Absolutely.
that?
Yeah, we would
Yeah.
bite your
Hang out
face
with
off.
the
but-
Bilby in Australia.
All right,
Down with the
I want to
Bilby.
get back to chocolate. Okay.
All the marsupials in Australia are pretty rad. We have some crazy animals down there. We're big fans of our native wildlife in Australia. We
Yeah.
do a lot with Steve Owen's Australia Zoo and the hospital attached to that, which is called Wildlife Warriors. So we're always like up in our Australian wildlife faces.
Oh my
You guys are always helping out, like
No comment.
between
I'm not saving you from that one.
another real life sibling moment here on VH1. So between all the music and the fashion and really doing what's right, saving the animals, and where do you guys find time and what do you do in your spare time for vacation and holiday and stuff like that?
Well, we fight. No.
We love to do a lot of things. I mean, honestly, we love to cook.
Mm-hmm.
I love just, I'm a big fan of learning about psychology, actually, and specifically spiritual psychology. So I just spend a lot of time reading. I love watching documentaries. I love finding out what's going on in our foreign affairs. It sounds silly, well, not silly, but it sounds, people don't expect people in pop music. They have a very specific stereotype of what people that do pop music do. So what do? Do you like to go shopping? They like to dumb everything down, whereas that's not actually the reality. I think that, people like to stay stimulated. I have to be stimulated all the time. I love to read. I love to learn about other religions. We love to go to museums. We were just in New York City. We went to the
Natural History Museum
Natural
there.
History
Oh,
Museum
wow.
there, which was
Unbelievable.
incredible.
They had so many incredible different exhibits and things to look at.
Yeah, I
I love
think
to
cre-
dig my feet in some dirt. We love to
Yeah, we
plant.
have to go hiking. We have to do yoga.
You were in the
Sometimes
Hate
garden.
District in San Francisco yesterday, correct?
Yes,
You went to the
I
Hate?
was. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I loved it. I mean,
We like to travel. I
We
just
do
went
love
to
to travel.
India, which had nothing to do with our music. I just went to hang out with some Hare Krishna friends of mine that are from Dallas, actually, that met me there. And just explore
learn about different
the
cultures
world.
and different people and what's going on in the world. And and again, our wildlife, our marine life. I'm fascinated with
Sure.
the oceans.
Yeah,
and
Lisa loves the bioluminescent animals. The animals that are
Creatures
in the
of-
deep that they
light up, right?
release.
So
Yeah,
they
that
can
light
see,
up.
Yeah.
because
They
they're at the
release
bottom of the ocean.
a chemical
amazing.
inside.
It's
and they-
fascinating.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're really into
I just bought
ufology.
her. Yeah.
I mean, we went to
UFOs.
all sorts of wild things.
I think when you're a creative person, like I was saying, you need constant inspiration and you get bored quite quickly of the same things. And so we just look outside the box. Once we've conquered something, we need to move to the next thing and next thing and next thing and next thing. It's like almost like
a need to continue to learn and explore and discover.
Yeah.
Does that help with your songwriting sometimes?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that otherwise it becomes a thing where you're sitting in a studio trying to write a song that you think people will like that's not based on anything other than just
Like,
charts.
why don't we write a song? You know, if you're going with a co-writer that knows nothing about like, a song that people can dance to in a club and talk about going
Drinking.
clubbing. And we're like, but we don't. I actually had this conversation with songwriters. Like, but we don't do that. We don't go to nightclubs and
Yeah,
stuff.
but people want to hear that. Yeah, no, but that's not what we want to sing about. There's
I
enough
don't know
of that.
there's enough artists doing that are actually genuinely into that.
Right.
So I was like, no, let's do what we do, which is write about
Let's write a song about
heartbreak
museums.
and failed relationships.
So I just had a baby, and we're trying to get on the road. The baby's going to be about 1.5 years at the end of the year. We're planning a trip, ironically, to Australia.
Are you?
Excellent.
So where do you take a child in Australia? What's my move?
Okay, so
how old is?
She's going to be about 1.5 years.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
well, we have incredible
Special.
beaches in Australia, so you need to go to Byron Bay,
'Kay.
maybe the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast.
I would say Byron Bay or the Sunshine Coast.
Wait, end of the year though.
Byron
How's
Bay,
the
I would
temperature?
say.
Is it different?
It's the middle of summer.
very, very hot.
Very hot.
Okay.
Sort of like Florida, because it's
'Kay.
humid and hot.
You can get tan.
Yes, finally.
You can definitely get a
Finally.
tan there. Definitely. Well, the,
so
the sun
vain.
is different
Something
over there.
past my elbows. It'll be awesome.
But the sun is different over there. You need to be wearing sunscreen because you will get burnt like
Okay.
crazy over there.
Are there
Okay,
any
pretty wild.
beaches I need to stay away from? I heard there's a lot of like deadly animals and stuff out
There
there.
are a
I've
lot
been
of deadly
studying, right?
animals.
This,
Oh,
we have the
absolutely.
deadliest animals in
In
the
the
world.
world.
Right,
Australia.
right,
and
right.
they're
have to-
beautiful.
You have to go to Australia Zoo. That has to be your number one
Okay.
place.
Why is that?
We're not a
because
supporter of
it's-
zoos in general, but this is a conservation.
This is a
zoo.
wildlife conservation zoo. So you can actually have experiences. You can pay to have your own experiences with animals, and it goes back towards the conservation. Towards
It's more about educating too, and
Yes.
your little one will have the best time there. They've got a croc show where they bring the crocs out into this pool, and they
Bindi, Bob, and Terry do a lot of the demonstrations, and
Yeah.
they walk around and they meet everyone there. It's amazing.
is it a good idea to kiss a koala or no? Is
Oh,
that-
You
Yes.
can kiss them on the nose, yeah.
You can.
That's how you tell the difference between every koala is they all have different noses.
And they smell of
the males
eucalyptus.
smell really, really strong of eucalyptus. Although Lise had a koala try to climb up her face once. It was hilarious.
Yes, hilarious.
It went like scratched across
You
her
can't see
her
this, but I
face.
have a scar on this side of my face. I've covered very well with makeup.
But how Aussie
And
would you be?
prosthetics.
Hey, you wouldn't even be upset because you'd be like, I'm Australian and I've got...
Heck yeah, man. A
And
koala
a
climbed me
koala.
like a freaking tree. I mean, I'm a real deal Aussie. Yeah, and we wrestle crocodiles and stuff. I mean,
course
it's
you
what
do.
we do in
Of course
Australia.
you do.
But you know, we have this horrible thing going on in Australia right now because people are terrified of sharks.
Right.
We have the most incredible great white sharks around the Australian coast.
My favourite.
And the Australian government's doing this horrible thing where they're baiting them with barrels along the net line, which is actually bringing them in, baiting them in to then catch them and then kill them, which obviously the Australian public, it's an uproar right now because that shouldn't be happening. You just, you need to be aware that that's their territory. If you're going out there to go surfing,
that's their home.
that's
where they live.
That's where their territory is. So
Right.
if you're entering it, it's at your own risk. But instead, they're baiting them into these lines, and then they're taking them and they're actually shooting them. It's if they're past a certain size, it's absolutely foul and disgusting. So we're actually campaigning right now against that, trying to get the drum lines removed from the nets and things like that. So if you go to the beach, maybe don't go all the way out to where the nets and drum
No, and
lines
there are beaches that are incredibly safe. They have flags that you swim between.
Right.
They don't
and-
do that in America, I found out.
No, they
That's
don't.
an Australian
No.
thing.
So there's flags, and they make sure it's a safe area for everyone to be swimming, and they guard it and all that stuff. So we'll choose
Yeah,
one of
they
those
don't give
beaches.
us that kind of heads up out here.
No.
If you see a fin, swim for it. That's pretty much what we get.
And then Sydney and Melbourne as well are great cities. Sydney's kind of cool with Bondi Beach, and yeah, there's lots of.
I love
wonderful
all
things
of the
to see.
extracurricular things that you guys do. I mean, the music's fantastic, and then the humanitarian stuff is fantastic. Is there another website we can plug for you that you want to promote right now?
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, there's a
was
couple.
wonderful.
That's so sweet of you. Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, which is seashepherd.org.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a fan in the
They're
audience.
doing incredible things all
Amazing.
around the world. I mean, they're literally going out and intercepting Japanese whaling ships from poaching and harpooning whales for under the guise of medical research, but it's actually for their own financial gain. And then we were just talking about the Patagonian toothfish, which are being poached in outrageous numbers at
Sure.
the moment that are in danger. And also Wildlife Warriors, which is Steve Irwin's Australia Zoo's wildlife hospital, which they fund a whole bunch of conservation exercises in Kenya and through Australia and Africa and other places around the world, with tiger conservation, elephant conservation, rhino conservation, things like that. So yeah, go check out them. They're amazing. Yeah.
You
Thank
guys,
you for that.
We love you. Everybody in here wants to adopt you or at least hang out with you
Please.
for like
Adopt us.
half the day.
Separate families, preferably.
Please, that would be great. Yes.
I told Sandy I want us to, like, as a show and with you guys and everybody to go to Napa, and I'll drive. We'll bring some people. We'll take a bus. Like,
Oh, the next time you're here, we're serious.
Can we?
like we're not
Yes.
kidding.
Oh, that would be
We'll
amazing.
We'll show
We've
you
done it
around.
before and
Let
we'll
us
do it
show
again.
you around. Seriously.
I
that'd
would
be
love that.
beautiful.
Yeah, us on a couple of glasses of wine is
Yeah.
a handful, let me tell you.
The music's out now, self-titled, the Veronicas album, and we're looking forward to seeing you this summer on tour, especially here in the Bay. Give it up one more time for the
Thank you.
Veronicas, you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, we're the Veronicas.
Thank you for watching
Be sure to check out more exclusive interviews and live performances.
on 1013.com.
Hate it when I lose a fight. Bet you make it up to me tonight. I'll take you places you've never been. You make me shiver when you touch my skin. And then there's days that you don't come around. I'm running, trying to chase you down.